Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming back by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music, records, do record reviews, and much more. If you missed the last interview, go back and as well as the review that I did of her album, Mamiko Watanabe, Being Guided by the Light. If you missed this past Sunday, the interview with her, go back and check it out. And also go back and check out this fantastic album. I'm really have fallen in love with this JoJo Records label, especially with these two last reviews that I've done. This Amos Hoffman album, Minor Operation, and the Mamiko Watanabe, Being Guided by the Light, are fantastic releases, audiophile quality recordings. These are absolutely fantastic, and today I'm going to continue the love for JoJo Records by reviewing the latest one, Yotam Silberstein Standards. This album here is by Tel Aviv-born, New York-based Yotam Silberstein, discovered at a young age by the great James Moody, but you've got a lot of great players. I have not heard this entire album. I just listened to the first song streaming. I haven't had time to really sit down and listen to this, but I bought this because I really liked Mamiko's record, and I went ahead and bought several other JoJo Records releases, and this is the last one that I have at this point to review. You've got great players on here. You've got John Patitucci. Not much to be said about him on bass. The guy is just fantastic. You have legend Billy Hart playing on drums, and another legend, George Coleman, playing the tenor saxophone. So this is some heavy hitters on this. You've got a Joe Sample tune on here, a Richard Rogers tune, Tommy Flanagan, Miles Davis, Victor Young's Stella by Starlight. So like the title says, standards here. And of course, you've got Yotam playing guitar. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to drop the needle on this, have a listen. Again, I'm really enjoying this JoJo Records label. Both of these are absolutely fantastic. They are mixed, mastered, and recorded by a guy named Andreas Meyer, or Andreas Meyer. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Anyway, that's who has done these two albums that sound fantastic. I also reviewed the owner of the label's album, which is a couple of years older, Simon Bellelti, Pee-wee. This is also a very nice sounding record, but in my opinion, it's not up to the quality of the recording or the pressing of those two. Those two are, again, audiophile pressings, audiophile recordings. They sound fantastic. They sound analog to me, listening to all these different records. This one is a nice sounding album, a warm sounding album. It's just not quite, in my opinion, of what these last two have been. And this one here is also recorded, mixed, and mastered by the same person, Andreas Meyer, but it's at a different studio. These two here were recorded, mixed, or they were recorded at Sound on Sound Studios here, recorded, mixed, and mastered. This one here, they were recorded, mixed, and mastered by the same person, but they were at Samurai Studios in Queens, New York. So we'll see if there's a difference in how this sounds, although we do have the same person doing the recording, mixing, and mastering. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to have a listen to it. The influences range from bebop to blues, as well as the traditional musical traditions from South America, North Africa, and the Middle East, as far as the influences on Yotam's guitar playing. So I'm going to open this up. We're going to have a listen and see how this one sounds. I really love finding new music, current releases, supporting working musicians who are out there making new music. That excites me even as much as I love doing the Tone Poet, all these reissues. This is really what gets me excited a lot of times, just to hear new artists, working artists, putting together new material, making good sound, nicely sounded recordings, even though they're digital. And if you missed the interview that I did with Simon Phillips, that kind of puts to rest the whole digital analog debate, in my opinion. Because you can get nice, warm sounding digital recordings if they're done correctly. Now, Yotam has worked in bands with some of the biggest names in jazz, such as, of course, George Coleman, who's on here, Charles McPherson, Jimmy Heath, James Moody, and Roy Hargrove. He's toured all over the world with a lot of different people at a lot of jazz festivals. He's a member of the John Patitucci Trio. He's toured with, played on Monty Alexander's Grammy-nominated Harlem Kingston Express Live, as well as David Sanborn and Marcus Miller's Time and The River. So this guy's been around for a while. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this out. Most these latest JoJo releases have had inserts in them along with the record, and this one does as well, while Simon's was a gatefold. I don't mind having the insert, and actually this is fine with me, having the write-up here, the pictures here. I like this format. They're average jackets, which again is fine by me, but the pressings have been fantastic wherever they're pressing these at so far. They do only come in a regular paper sleeve. That would be my only negative remark at this point. It's not a huge deal, but it's something that I always complain about because every time you pull it out, they've got static on them, and then they have little paper pieces like you see here, and they're just not, you know, they're not as good as having the anti-static sleeve. So that would be my only suggestion at this point, would be for them to get them put in the anti-static sleeves. Other than that, I don't know where these are pressed. In the Dev Wax, they just have a VDP in all of them. And then they have the JoJo record catalog number, JJR009. And this one, they are 180 gram pressings. They've all been dead quiet. They've all been flat thus far. So let's see if we keep the streak going here. Go ahead and spray this off with some distilled water. Listening to it on a Fluence RT85 with the Audiophile Blue going through a shit mighty preamp into Yamaha HS8 speakers. For those of you out there, gear people that want to know what I'm listening to this on, just a, you know, nice mid-level system. That's it. I would like to be able to afford hi-fi equipment, but that has not happened thus far. I'm going to be doing a live stream pretty soon celebrating the 1,500 subscribers, which I'm over 1,600 now, and also my first $100 that I've finally gotten from the channel. This channel does get largely demonetized because I play all the records for you guys. But I do want to take the first $100 and do a live stream and have you guys pick some records for me to purchase to review for you on the channel. So that's what I'm going to do with that. This is a hobby of mine and something fun that I love to do is share music with people. So I've just extended that to YouTube to invite you guys into my home to listen to these records and talk about music. So put on side A, this one's called Serenata by Leroy Anderson, a 5.5 minute song. Then maybe we'll let it play into the next tune, and then we'll flip it over and listen to a couple of tunes off the other side. So let's see what kind of quality we have here. The other two, just the last two that I've done have just sounded fantastic. The two that I just showed you have just been wonderful releases. All right. So this JoJo Records was founded in 2020. And again, you've got some legends on here. Yeah, it's got a nice warm sound to it as well. This sounds really nice. guitar sounds wonderful in tone. Flat record. Drums sound nice. You hear the bass nice. It's got some depth to it. Nice full range. You can hear the highs. Hear the bass. Guitar playing's amazing so far. Yeah, it sounds really nice. This one sounds more in line with what these two sound like for sure. Can't wait to hear the horn, saxophone. Cymbals sound really nice. And really hear those highs ringing out. It's nice and warm. Bass playing's phenomenal as always. So far, so good on this. Can't wait to hear George Coleman. Nice resonance off the drums. Really cool. Nice sound of recording so far. I would say it might sound a little bit different than these two. Not a whole lot. I mean, I would say this is audiophile sound and recording and pressing. Very quiet. I hear nothing between the songs. Dead quiet vinyl so far. This next one, we're gonna let this next tune play. This one's called Baija Flor, Nelson Cavaquinho. And I might let it play into the next one too, the Lojo, because that features George Coleman on that. He's on 2 of the songs on this album. So I want to let it play into that one so I can hear the horn. This right here is kind of more of a Brazilian type of feel to this tune. nice guitar tone. Yeah, I'm really liking what this company's doing for sure. And, you know, the affordability is as well of these pressings. Yeah, you know, you don't have a real thick jacket. It's very basic. You get the insert, but it's a quality pressing. It's flat. And the engineering behind the whole recording is fantastic. These are analog sounding recordings, in my opinion. They've done a great job. This Andreas Meyer. So I think it'd be great to be able to try to get him on the channel and talk to him about how he's getting these to sound stellar. So all three of these, and Simon's as well. Again, I think that's a nice sounding recording, but these are all, to me, just fantastic. All three of these. If you're a jazz fan, and they're diverse, you know, they're not all the same. Again, she's just on fire on this. He's got some great different things, cool things going on, Middle Eastern sounding things along with jazz, and you're hearing this one now. So go back and check out those reviews. I can't wait to see what else Simon has coming out on this label. So hats off to him. So all the songs on here are around 5 minutes. They range from 4 minutes and 14 seconds all the way up to about 6.5 minutes. This tune's a little over 5 minutes. The last one was 5.5. Lojo is almost 6 minutes. If I Loved You is almost 6 minutes. Eclipso, which is a Tommy Flanagan tune, 5.5 minutes. Never Let Me Go, 6.5 minutes almost. Little Willie Leaps, a Miles Davis tune, 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Stella by Starlight, 4 minutes and 14 seconds. So it just gives you an idea of the length of the tunes, enough room for people to stretch out and play, yet they're not, 9-10 minute tunes. Love the sound of the bass. Guitar sounds nice. This is a bit laid back. Leave your comments. I appreciate you guys participating in this channel, sharing your thoughts on this channel, sharing the music, because largely I'm really trying to do a lot of these working artists, more obscure albums. Unfortunately, since I do a lot of these, I don't get as many views on these because nobody knows probably who, Yotam Silberstein is. So when they see the title of the video and the picture, they probably I don't know who that is, and they skip over it, which is a shame. So I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to get working artists out there, people like this that maybe nobody's ever heard of, and get their music out there, because these are fantastic, and this is what's keeping jazz alive. It's, as much as we love Blue Note, as much as we love all the acoustic sound stuff, and I still buy that stuff, that stuff is not the living jazz musicians that we have right now that are out there making music, new recordings, sometimes new compositions that I think deserves to be heard and supported by you guys out there. So that's why I do these. So even if I get 50 views or 100 views on one of these and someone comes on there, and a lot of times people will come on and comment and they'll say, wow, that's a really cool record, I went ahead and bought that. That makes me really happy, and I don't get anything for that. It's not like JoJo Records sends me a check or something for selling one of their records. I buy all these records with my own money. I've only been sent free records a couple of times, and I always disclose that. So it's all about the love for the music and sharing it with you guys. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, subscribing, and also being able to do the interviews and talk to these people. I really love doing that, learning about their careers. Here we have George Coleman playing, so I'll shut my mouth. lot of living legends out there now that are playing. John Patitucci, Billy Hart, George Coleman, for example. Horn sounds nice. Yeah, so this sounds really nice. Definitely comparable to these two. I would say that it may sound a little different than these two that were recorded at Sound on Sound, slightly, but again, very comparable to these two. And another flat, quiet pressing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down. Sounds fantastic. I'm gonna put on Eclipso, a Tommy Flanagan tune. So there's 3 out of the 4 tracks off the first side there. I don't want to play the whole record, but I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over and play at least a tune off the other side. Sounds so nice and warm. And again, you got a little right up here that talks about each of the songs. Tommy Flanagan tune. I just love the way the drums are recorded. You really hear the resonance off the drums. Guitar is nice and warm. Nice. Yeah, so I do like this format. I do like having the insert and the write-up on the inside. If they would add the anti-static sleeve. The jackets, you know, they're about average. If Amazon doesn't pack them well, they can get bent because they're a little thinner. I really don't have a problem with that. Again, these are like 25 bucks. If I can get an audiophile recording for 25 bucks with an insert in this quality, hey, I'm all down for it. Keep putting them out. And keep this guy, Andreas Meyer, on doing these records because he's doing an excellent job. So I'm digging it. We got a lot more reviews coming up, so stand by. More Venus record reviews, jazz stuff. I still got this John Dokes here I've got to pull out and open up. Our Day, who is a vocalist. So I might go ahead and do this one next. I got to get this one opened and listen to this. So a lot of good stuff coming up. sounds nice. Just hear the plucking on the, I mean, again, instruments sound like instruments on these recordings. Yeah, so nice laid back record. It sounds fantastic. The playing on it's fantastic. Nice, try a little eights there. Nice. So pretty much just straight ahead jazz, a little bit of Latin flair to these. So it's got a calypso feel, hence the title, Eclipso. Never Let Me Go is next. Listen to a little bit of that and close out the video. Another ballad. Nice. So we have Never Let Me Go, George Coleman is featured on this one. Yeah. Nice. Guitar sounds nice there. Confident in the back. Bass. Yeah, go check this out. If you like straight ahead jazz, kind of laid back record, man, I definitely recommend this. Mamiko's album, smoking. This is still probably one of my favorites of the year. This is just fantastic. Loving it. And Amos Hoffman's as well. So a lot of great jazz here off the JoJo label. Go check them out. I'm looking forward to hearing what they're going to have coming out in the future. So I'm digging it. Audiophile recordings. Pressings are fantastic. Quiet. We'll see you on the next video. Happy listening to all you all out there. Take care.